Campus protests took a turn overnight at UMass Amherst. About 130 students were arrested for refusing to abandon their encampment, which the university says was unauthorized. On a national level, the Biden administration paused a shipment of weapons headed to Israel after Israeli troops launched an offensive in Rafah. It's a city on the southern border of Gaza. Now, today's rain did not stop protesters at MIT. That's where our NBC 10's Jericho Tran joining us live. Jericho, it sounds like demonstrators clashed again there on campus this afternoon. What's the latest tonight?
Yeah, they've been clashing quite a lot over the afternoon. In fact, just a couple hours ago, there was a larger crowd. Things have calmed down considerably, but allow me to give you a lay of the land here. So you can see further inside of the campus, you see all of those tents set up. One of them even says Jews for Palestine. But in front of that, you can also see there's an Israeli flag. Further behind, you can also see another Palestinian flag. And it is the placement of the Israeli flag that was the center of a lot of conflict today. Tensions ran high on the MIT campus this afternoon after pro-Israeli demonstrators zip-tied Israeli flags on the fence outside of the pro-Palestinian encampment. Pro-Palestinian protesters inside the encampment responded by covering their hands in red paint and slapping it onto the flags.
It's on MIT property and you're messing up private property.
Prompting campus security to call for backup.
People from the encampment coming out, marking the flags with red paint.
This comes after demonstrators stormed the lawn on Monday, shortly after it was cleared out, resulting in MIT suspending dozens of students. A little over a mile away at Harvard University, students who set up encampments face a more uncertain form of disciplinary action called an involuntary leave of absence.
It's like a nuclear option, right? It's something that is not generally used for student discipline.
And now over 300 Harvard professors signed a letter urging the university to negotiate with demonstrators.
The purpose there was to ask President Garber to send a delegate, if he doesn't want to talk to them himself, to the students to attempt to resolve this issue.
This as commencement is set to take place on May 23rd.
I'd like to see 100% promise to the class of 2024 and their families that commencement will take place, a conversation with the protesters about how we can ensure that that happens.
And we're back here live at MIT. You can see that encampment is still there. Actually, if you look a little closer, you can see there is a crowd of people that is forming towards the front of the encampment. But that is the way that it's been over this past afternoon, as well as the last couple weeks. It is still unclear whether MIT will pursue further disciplinary action against the students who are staying inside of this encampment. That's the very latest here in Cambridge. Jericho Tran, NBC 10 Boston.